Good morning and happy Monday, guys. So this week I'm going to be starting my YouTube videos. I planned to start a couple weeks ago, but just didn't happen. So today I'm going to be recording some of my food that I'm eating. Maybe I'll get the whole day in, and then I'll be filming with Milena actually, and filming a full entire newbie glute day and some posing. The newbie day with Sam, and then just some posing run-throughs on my own, so you guys will get some of the content from that you can check out. The workouts are always great and really good to utilize if you want some new ideas for workouts, or just see how we train whenever we utilize the newbie, because it is different. It's a little bit lower in weight because of the extra stimulation, and it's definitely harder. So just kind of running through like what my days look like right now. This is pretty much how everything is going to be set up, like moving forward. Until we move, my schedule might shift a little bit, which I'm really excited to have the extra time without driving back and forth to the gym and stuff. So morning routine starting for me is I come in and I write in like this 5 minutes, kind of like a gratitude journal. I've actually made it every day this year, since the beginning of the year, which I'm usually bad and I fall off on those. But something I implemented as well, I talk about on my Instagram story, is starting to drink a full 22 ounces of water before I have my energy drink. And I'm cut down to just 300 milligrams a day. So I finally have my energy drink open now, but I have to drink all the water before I can even take one sip of my energy drink. Then what I'm doing right now, I have just my check-ins that I'm doing. I think today I have 18 or 19, and then I have some posing sessions that I will do on FaceTimes. I do posing on FaceTime, and I offer on or in person too. And then once we move down to the other house, I will be a lot more flexible with in-person posing, because we'll be right there, and if I need to just run over and meet someone, it'll be really easy. So I will be doing check-ins and posing appointments until 11 o'clock, and then that's where I will start my first meal of the day, which I will show you guys. And this is a meal plan that I kind of like set up and chose based upon things that I enjoy right now. I tried to make it at least a little bit of variety so I don't get too sick of it too fast. And filming food, filming work, a little bit of what I do. So yeah, that is what I have on the agenda for today. And so I can't wait to show you guys how my prep is started, how my meal plan is worked and goes, and then how a full newbie workout looks with Sam in training. So alright guys, I will talk to you soon. So I just finished my posing sessions. I have a few more check-ins to go, but I'm hungry and I want to get my breakfast in so it can settle before I get to my workout. So if you've watched one of my videos before, my breakfast routine doesn't change. I will probably always have Kodiak cakes. So this is what I use. I use the buttermilk brand, or the buttermilk kind of the Kodiak cakes. I do a serving of this. I do a half a serving of whatever protein powder flavor I want. This morning is going to be like a cinnamon flavor. And then right now I'm almost out of this, but the creme brulee muscle egg has been really good for the kind of cinnamon flavor. So then I use like 130 grams of that, add a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of baking powder to make it fluffy, and mix that all up. I do 50 grams of strawberries, a little bit of fresh fruit, and then I do 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and then the other half I just use a little bit of spray butter and sugar-free syrup. I love it. I don't really ever see myself getting rid of that. I eat this all the way through prep. During peak weeks, sometimes I'll cut it out just to take out the protein powder and the egg whites and stuff. But other than that, for the most part, I do this all the way through my entire prep. If I have to keep carbs, because this is also considered my pre-workout, because I do breakfast and then I go work out. So it's my first meal of the day, it's my pre-workout, my meal one. It's good for me that that's what it is, because whenever my other carbs get cut out, the farther into prep we go, usually my Kodiak cakes always get left alone because they are considered my pre-workout carbs. So that is my preference, but that's what I do for my breakfast. That's how I make it, and I'll show you guys what it looks like after, which again, if you followed my Instagram and saw any of my stories before, you've probably already seen it, but we'll see how well my pancake flip goes today. All right, here is The finished products. I love my pancakes. There's nothing I enjoy more than a good protein pancake. This side is butter. This is my peanut butter, 2 strawberries. That's my breakfast. The rest of my meals for the day are pretty boring, uneventful, but I will show you what I got as I go. So, oh, I did not picture. This morning I had 2 chocolate rice cakes. That's part of my pre-workout. Sometimes I have it post-workout, sometimes I have it pre. Most of the time I'm super hungry in the morning and I like to put a little bit more carbs before my workout than after. Otherwise, this is my first of the day. What's up, guys? So I told you that we were gonna shoot with Milena today. So I'm going through some posing. I've been back to practicing my posing like once every like at least 2 days, but I've been trying to do a little bit every single day. I am making a few little adjustments. I have to run it by Adam first, but he hasn't looked at it yet, so we'll see what he thinks. After this, we're gonna go in and do a newbie glute workout, but we're gonna run through this a couple of times and I'll show you guys how my posing routine is looking right now. So. You guys watch that run through. One of the things I always talk about with my girls whenever you guys are practicing posing, when you're practicing your posing and you feel yourself mess up or stumble or anything like that, keep going. Because when you're on stage and you do something like that, you can't start over. You can't say, oh, hold on, let me restart. That wasn't good. So it's good to practice through that, even though, yeah, that wasn't my best and it wasn't my favorite, but I kept going. And to some people, they're not even gonna notice that I did it. So just a friendly reminder, whenever you're practicing posing, just run through the whole thing top to bottom, even if you stumble, even if you mess up a little bit, just to get comfortable with that and get comfortable with making those adjustments as you go. So just a little fun tip that I use. Also, when you're practicing your posing, it's not just important to practice your individual, it's important to get on your line and practice like your front and back comparison. So turning from the front to the back and then back from the back to the front. So I go through those a couple of times too whenever I practice my posing. So that's what I got for you for posing, and then we're gonna head in and do our newbie glute workout with Sam. Hey guys, we're over here starting our workout now. Got done with the posing. You can see me awkwardly standing here. Sam is taping my butt now. So what Sandy and Steve and a couple of other judges said last year was that I needed to bring more density to my glutes. Like the shape and like my proportions and stuff were good, but just needed more of that pop. So what I've been focusing on this whole off season and starting back up on the newbie is the upper outer glute, and then she is putting the stickers like smack in the middle of basically my butt cheek, right in the middle of my glute, to really target just that glute. What do you call it? Glute med?
Glute med and glute max.
Yeah, we don't really move them around. We just leave them there every time. I don't really think I need them on my hamstrings. I don't think they get like quite ropey per se, but by the time my tie-ins get lean enough and my glutes get lean enough, my hamstrings, they're getting very shredded. I put them on my hamstrings twice. Sam had me connected all the way down, and that was an intense day.
Yeah.
I also put them on my lower abs 3 weeks ago, and that was weird. Like, it really didn't hurt that bad. That whole week after, I felt like I just had like a brick in my lower abs. Like it was swollen. I don't know. You can see kind of through my shorts. Sticker here and here. So sometimes my butt will literally start twitching. My shoulders, when we do shoulder day, like this left arm just does a little dance on its own. It's great. You'll notice on some of these machines, the weight isn't super, super high, but it's a whole different kind of intensity whenever you're using the stem. If you have a chance, when you come into town, Courtney does the stem, Sam, of course, Steve, so 3 different people. If you get a chance to come do one of these workouts, it is awesome. Really wakes up your muscles. You go back and you feel your workouts in a totally different way on the other days that you don't have these hooked up. It feels like a super little motion, but you're definitely like, you can feel it.
Yeah.
So the weight is lighter, but we have the stim patches on, and then you're also going really slow, really controlling your movement,
because everybody has a habit of going too fast. Even I still do it all the time. Sam still has to be like, slow down. Because you get really focused and concentrated on what you're doing, but you miss out on some of that muscle tension, contraction. Behind the camera today is Milena. I think the last time I did this, it was Arthur. A couple people here in Vegas that do really good videos. Milena does an awesome job. Quick shout out to Milena. That's why it's also fun to work out with a trainer if you're able to, or not even with a trainer. If you don't have that, or you can't afford to work out with a trainer or something, work out with anyone, another partner or something, and let them like count for you. Let them kind of control that. Pay attention to, okay, did I do more when someone else was pushing me? And should I be pushing myself harder in your own workout? Prime learning session here of a lot of girls don't train on your cycle, which if you're in prep, it is what it is. Yeah. You got to, but there are days in the off season where I'll take like an extra day off if it's like I feel really bad. But just know when you go in to train and you are like on your cycle week, you're probably gonna be weaker. I don't ever keep track of my weights really when Sam does it. She always says I'm about on par, but like I feel more tired, out of breath, like weaker. If you know that, don't set yourself up for failure and go in to do a bunch of PRs on the week that you have your cycle. If you are a brand new competitor, do your compounds.
That's exactly it. If you're brand new to it, squats and RDLs or deadlifts.
I'm not gonna lie, when I first started working out, I did so many hip thrusts, and my biggest PR was like 465 or something. I burnt myself out so much with hip thrusts. Yeah. I hate doing them now. almost done.
One more time. That's good.
Fun fact with the stim, don't pull your plugs. Don't pull the lines out until she shuts it off. You will shock yourself. It's like a, ooh. I wish that this wouldn't tear your tan off, because there's no better pump than a stim pump. That's what I got for you. That was my stim glute workout. So if you get a chance to come into town and do one of the stim workouts, they're so good. Even if you can only do it once, it's still beneficial. That's what Adam and I have talked about before. Like it still wakes up your the muscle fibers. To me, after the first time I ever did it, and I went in and trained glutes again, the 2 days later, I felt it in my glutes more. Or if you put it on your shoulders, you feel your shoulders more. Even if you can only do it once, it's still beneficial. So DM either Sam or Courtney or Steve if you want him, and they can hook you up with that. That is what I got for you guys today. So thanks for watching. Not for sure if I'm going to do this next week, but I might be doing a how to pack for a show weekend, fitting it in a backpack and a carry-on suitcase. That is my ultimate goal this season, is to not check any bags. And I think I have it down. I've not tried this yet. So tune in next week, see if I get this done, see if I can make the Pro-Tan fit in the suitcase and figure that out. But all right guys, thanks for watching. Drop a comment, like below, share, and I will talk to you guys soon. What's up guys? I just got back home from the prep center. I vacuumed for our posing seminar this weekend, and I almost forgot to grab this to show you guys my meal. My next meal, super basic. There's nothing thrilling about this next meal. I like to keep it simple. So instead of rice cakes, I use corn cakes. I cannot eat rice-based products. It doesn't work well with my body. I bloat really bad. I gain, if I go eat sushi, even if I eat 1 or 2 rolls, I can gain 4 pounds overnight. It's crazy. I do some corn cakes, some no sugar added ketchup that I have to get a new one out of there. Then just some ground turkey, and that is all I will be eating for what is considered my post-workout. I do 5 ounces of ground turkey, and then I do 6 of the corn cakes to equal 36 grams of carbs, because I had my 2 chocolate rice cakes before. So that is my second meal of the day post-workout. It's a little bit late, so all my meals are going to be spaced pretty close together the rest of the day, but I can show you guys what the finished product of this looks like. It's really just turkey and corn cakes on a plate. So that is my meal to post-workout. So a little bit ahead of the game, but normally my last meal of the day, I've been doing some egg white French toast. So basically just the low calorie Sara Lee bread, 2 pieces, soak it in my egg whites, and then I just cook the rest of the egg whites and eat them like normal. But I also have an alternative one that I use sometimes. So tonight I'm going to do my Ninja Creamy. So pretty basic, not anything too crazy. I do 1 scoop of, again, whatever protein powder flavor I want, doing chocolate tonight. 1 serving of almond milk, and then I used a tiny bit, 2 grams worth of the sugar-free pudding mix and cocoa, and then I just use my spinner, mix it up, and freeze it for the day. And then tonight I'll put it on my creamy machine, and I will have an ice cream. But yeah, so I'm going a little bit easier to digest than, even though it's protein powder, than the egg whites at night, just because I have check-ins tomorrow and I'm hoping to have a really good check-in in the morning. So